Assalamu alaikum, welcome, everyone. Today, we're continuing our discussion on the world of Bitcoin. We'll be taking a closer look at what some critics have labeled as its fatal flaws. Remember that there are always two sides to every argument. What may appear as weaknesses are, in fact, intentional design choices that make Bitcoin truly revolutionary. Join us as we explore why these so-called flaws are actually the cornerstone of Bitcoin's strength and resilience. Let's dive in. The first issue frequently raised is scalability. Critics argue that Bitcoin's transaction processing speed and capacity are limited. Yes, this is true. However, let's pause for a moment. This flaw ensures that Bitcoin remains decentralized and secure, a cornerstone of its design. It's true that Bitcoin's current protocol has limitations when it comes to processing a high volume of transactions quickly. This can lead to network congestion during times of heavy use, causing delays in transaction confirmations. Critics often point to this as a significant drawback. They argue that for Bitcoin to become a mainstream form of digital currency, it must be able to handle a much larger number of transactions per second. However, here's the crucial insight: this limitation is not a result of oversight or negligence. Instead, it's a fundamental design choice made to prioritize decentralization and security. You see, Bitcoin's architecture relies on a distributed network of nodes, each maintaining a copy of the blockchain ledger. This decentralization ensures that no single entity or group can control the network, making it resistant to censorship and attacks. By limiting the number of transactions processed in each block, Bitcoin ensures that more individuals can participate in the process of validating transactions. This safeguards against the concentration of power and keeps the network more democratic. So, while scalability might seem like a hindrance, it's actually a safeguard against the very centralization that could undermine the core principles of Bitcoin. In fact, efforts are underway to improve scalability through technological advancements like the Lightning Network, which allows for off-chain transactions. These solutions aim to strike a balance between speed and decentralization, ensuring Bitcoin's continued growth and utility. So, what appears as a fatal flaw in Bitcoin is, in reality, a conscious decision to prioritize the principles of decentralization and security over sheer transaction speed. This sets Bitcoin apart as a truly revolutionary financial system. In a world where trust is often placed in centralized entities, Bitcoin's intentional sacrifice of speed for security is, in fact, a brilliant feature. Now, let's address the concern surrounding Bitcoin's energy consumption. Critics argue that the process of mining, which secures the Bitcoin network, consumes a substantial amount of electricity. They view this as environmentally unsustainable and a potential drawback for Bitcoin. It's important to acknowledge that Bitcoin mining does indeed require a significant amount of energy. Miners use powerful computers to solve complex mathematical puzzles in order to validate and add transactions to the block. This process, while essential for the network's security, does consume a substantial amount of power. However, here's the crucial perspective: Bitcoin's energy consumption is not a flaw per se, but rather a trade-off for the unprecedented level of security and decentralization it provides. Consider this: the immense computational power required for mining is what makes the Bitcoin network incredibly resilient. It ensures that malicious actors would need an exorbitant amount of resources to compromise the network, making it one of the most secure systems in existence. Furthermore, the discussion around Bitcoin's energy consumption has spurred innovation in renewable energy sources. Many mining operations are situated near renewable energy facilities, using excess or otherwise unused energy that would have gone to waste. Bitcoin's energy consumption is not a legitimate concern, it's also driving positive change by incentivizing the development and adoption of sustainable energy solutions. Efforts are underway to further improve the energy efficiency of Bitcoin mining operations through technological advancements and creative solutions. This ongoing innovation aims to strike a balance between maintaining network security and minimizing environmental impact. In summary, Bitcoin's energy consumption, often seen as a fatal flaw, is a conscious trade-off for the unparalleled level of security and decentralization it provides. It has also catalyzed progress in renewable energy solutions, showcasing the potential for positive change within the industry. The other very important thing to consider is that Bitcoin is about to have a profound effect on the global energy market. Through Bitcoin we now have a way to sell energy which is location independent. No more need for expensive infrastructure. With Bitcoin all you need is an internet connection. You can take the miners to where the energy is and you can monetize that energy. This means that Bitcoin will subsidize anyone who can make electricity at a cheaper rate. It literally incentivizes to have minimal environmental impact. Now, let's dig into another perceived flaw, the concept of irreversible transactions on the Bitcoin network. Some critics view this feature as a potential flaw, arguing that it lacks the flexibility of traditional financial systems where transactions can be reversed or disputed. It's true, once a Bitcoin transaction is confirmed and added to the blockchain, it becomes immutable. There's no mechanism for reversing it, which can be seen as a challenge in situations where disputes or errors occur. However, it's important to recognize that this attribute is not a flaw, but a deliberate design choice that brings substantial benefits to the Bitcoin ecosystem. Consider this. The irreversibility of Bitcoin transactions is a powerful tool in preventing fraud and providing a high level of security. In traditional financial systems, chargebacks and reversals can lead to vulnerabilities that can be exploited by bad actors. With Bitcoin, once a transaction is confirmed, it's permanently recorded on the blockchain, creating an indelible record of the transfer of value. This immutability is a fundamental aspect of Bitcoin's security model. It provides confidence to users that their transactions are final and can't be tampered with by any third party. Additionally, this feature encourages responsible use of Bitcoin. Users are incentivized to double-check transaction details before confirming, knowing that once it's confirmed, there's no turning back. So, while irreversible transactions might initially seem like a limitation, they are, in fact, a key feature that underpins the security and reliability of the Bitcoin network. It's worth noting that some services have introduced mechanisms to address specific use cases where reversible transactions might be desired, but it's important to recognize that these are additional layers built on top of the Bitcoin protocol, rather than a fundamental change to the blockchain itself. In conclusion, Bitcoin's irreversible transactions are not a flaw, but a design choice that ensures the highest level of security and integrity in the transfer of value. This characteristic distinguishes Bitcoin as a robust and reliable financial system. We hope this exploration has shed light on the brilliance behind Bitcoin's design choices. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with fellow searchers of wisdom. And of course, if you want more thought-provoking content like this, be sure to hit subscribe and ring the notification bell. Assalamu alaikum.